The Big Show with Night and Day. Get a hell of a caffeine fix from your local Night and Day from just $4.50.
Welcome.
This is big.
To the Hodaki Big Show.
Really big.
With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Wednesday afternoon, the 24th of July, 2024. And you right now are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. Mogi, a stallion, how's life?
Going pretty grouse, you mad dog. You are a sick son of a bee. Do you know that,
Yeah,
man?
man, yeah.
Loving the hoodie, loving the hat,
Thanks,
loving
mate.
your bright blue shoes you're wearing today.
Not
Yeah,
Blight
well,
Brew shoes.
Yeah, blight brew.
They're my comfy sneakers,
Yeah,
Mogi.
yeah. They look comfy, man.
Yeah, they are very comfy. Good stuff, mate.
Thanks,
Good to
man.
see you. Oh, God, I tell you what, Keith, you're looking cute today. How are you going, man?
That's inappropriate, man.
No, I just think
No,
you're
no,
looking,
cute.
Yeah, cute. You're looking really cute. You've got, once again, a kind of synchronicity between your cap and your T-shirt.
It's got a black hat and a black shirt on.
Yeah, what are you running on that T-shirt? It's got it's a graphic tee, isn't it? You got a little bit of Pokemon on there.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
really-
I remember old Keyzie was having to go at me about my House of Dragons T-shirt, and he's wearing a Pokemon
Sorry,
T-shirt.
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
This is a retro Pokemon T-shirt. I was having a go at your Game of Thrones direwolf shirt.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, mate.
You stopped wearing it.
Hey, I'm wearing it tomorrow, man. Now that Pokemon's back on the table, I'm wearing my Game of Thrones shirt.
Yeah, good stuff, mate.
Jase, you're looking cool with your hoodie and your hat and your blue shoes, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'm feeling pretty good, actually. I'm feeling pretty good. Been a busy day, and so, you know, you got to dress for comfort sometimes.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been tempted to wear your trackies into work?
So
No.
I don't own trackies.
Oh, right, okay.
I own trackies, but they're like my PJs, you know, essentially. Yeah,
mine are covered in filth and stuff.
Oh,
but there's,
stains down
there's
the front.
days where I go, I'm just going to wear my trackies in today. Who cares?
Not you.
Not me. Hey, now listen, big show ahead, of course. Would you rather your chance to get in the draw to maybe go to the NRL Grand Final or Bathurst?
Also, I believe Match Fit on TV3,
Yeah.
TV
Yes.
show coming out, another season of it.
Teddy Tough Nuts is coming in, also known as Sir Graham Henry, and Tawera Nikau.
That's going to
Pretty
be massive.
excited.
That'll be happening after 5 o'clock. Plus, I've gone back to school, guys. I've signed up to do some study. And I'm just worried that my old student ways are going to come back to me, and I just need you guys... I need to make you guys aware of it so you can help me stay away from that
It's
life.
pretty cool, man. So you're doing fifth form again?
Yeah, well, I dropped out after 4th form.
Yeah.
Well, no, I failed 5th form.
Yeah.
Then failed it again. And then they were like, you know what, man?
Fourth year, fifth.
It's not for you. Just go do the Hodaki Big Show.
In fairness to you, it's hard to sort of keep up with schoolwork when you're in a bubble all the time.
Wait, so I'm still in a bubble?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey. Oh,
What?
what a tune to start off with a bit of She-Hard.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
The Verve there on the radio, Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is 12 minutes past 4 o'clock. Great to have your company. Now, fellas,
You're comfy.
what did you say?
You said you're comfy. Great to have you comfy.
Have you never heard that?
Nah, sorry. Carry on.
yeah,
I didn't
comfy.
realise. Yeah.
I was filming today.
Oh,
What are you filming?
I can't tell. Keezy,
can't say.
you know I can't tell you what.
It's OnlyFans, Keyzie, and that's as much as he can tell you.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
Pay to see. Pay to see.
And once again, for this particular production, it has, throughout its many, many seasons, there's a little hint for you.
Oh.
Many, many seasons. It's well known
Talk
for
back.
for its exotic locations, i.e., out in the middle of bloody nowhere, generally speaking, where you're filming. And once again, that was the case today, and it was last week when I was filming as well.
Has this been bugging you, man?
Yes.
It's been bugging me.
But exciting news for old Hoodie J in the sense that I've now sorted out my phone holder in my car. Because I bought a couple of them and they just broke and fell apart. And I was like, what's this about? And the one that's excellent I got from a $2 shop for $5.
Hang on a minute.
That's funny.
They saw you coming.
They're like, oh, go to the $2 shop. I'm going to spend $2. Oh, actually, that's $5.
Old Hoodie J goes up to the counter. How much for this? $5 for you.
So I go straight into my dog squad money. No worries at all, love. Get out those $100 bills. So anyway, So there I go, and I stick my phone there in the phone holder, which hangs off my rear vision mirror.
Oh, that's a terrible spot for it. Are you
perfect.
serious?
It's right. It's perfect. It doesn't get in my line
How
of sight.
good's that? Never heard of that.
And I was like, this is exciting because I get the old Google Maps out.
Oh, that is
Right?
exciting.
So Google Maps, blah, 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 start. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, cool.
And I take off, and this is true, and I know that people are going to think I'm a massive dir brain. Mm-hmm. So I'm driving, and I'm looking at my Google Maps and my new phone holder, and I'm going, hang on, hang about. This is true. The arrow's going in the wrong direction, i.e., I'm assuming when you're using Google Maps, you want the arrow to be going forward.
Top of screen.
Going up, top of screen.
Yeah.
And my one's going
down. But it's
Bottom
going
of
on the
screen.
right. It's going on the right path.
It's going on the right path, but then it's going backwards.
But
It's
the world's upside down.
discombobulating, isn't it?
So I'm driving along and I go, oh, what the is that about? And so I go, hang about, and I turn my phone upside down.
That's how you do it.
Bob's your uncle.
That's how I fix it, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but this is the thing with technology. Every now and again, it just buggers up.
Yes.
So I've just got one of those phone chargers where if technology buggers up, I could just rotate my phone 180 degrees and tickety-boo.
Wait.
Good
so,
on you, man.
So every time you turn a corner, do you have to turn your phone?
Yeah, well, I got into a scenario where it just wouldn't sort of go in a straight line. And so I was forever adjusting my phone
that's right.
so that the arrow was going forward. And there were some pretty weird angles going on with my phone. Fortunately, I've got this awesome phone holder that can sort of maneuver quite nicely.
Right.
And so I'm driving along kind of distracted, constantly readjusting my phone so that the arrow keeps going forward. Now, what's going
You're
on
onto
there?
it, man. Nothing.
Oh, is that... Oh, okay,
No,
thank
wait.
God, because I thought... You massive dir brain.
No.
I must be doing something stupid.
That's
but-
the thing with technology. They often have you looking at yourself in the mirror, if you can see the mirror, if you haven't got a phone holder hanging over it. But yeah, I do exactly the same thing.
Oh, God.
Perfect.
Oh, thank God.
Well,
'cause,
okay,
you know,
hang on. Like, that's cool that it works for you guys, right? It works. You found your way there to the mystery filming?
Eventually.
Yeah. But there is, I'm pretty sure if you just tap one little button on the screen, it'll automatically adjust and follow your route. It'll follow your route.
As if.
No.
Whatever, Keyzie. These young people, always looking for an easy solution.
That's the thing, man.
You know, just push this button.
Yeah.
It'll all be doody and dandy.
Duty.
It'll be duty.
It'll be dandy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm relieved, actually, Mogi, because I was feeling a bit stupid.
Yeah, no, it
You know
can
what I
make you
mean?
feel that way, man.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
No,
Oh,
that's,
kia
you
kaha.
absolutely nailed it.
Whew, that's a relief. Oh, what a tune. Queens of the Stone Age.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Red Hot Chili Peppers there on the radio Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. Now listen up, New Zealand. If you want tickets to the Warriors home game this Saturday, give us a call right now on 0800 Hodaki.
It's this Friday.
Oh, this Friday, sorry.
That's right.
My bad.
6 o'clock against the West's Tigers. This is must win for the Warriors. However, we should win.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 8 o'clock. Sorry, let's start that again.
Are you
Red
commentating that one,
hot chili
Keyzie?
peppers.
No, I'm not. I've been stood down.
Oh, right, of course, because of the travesty.
That's right. 0800
yeah.
Hodaki right now if you'd like to win a double pass. 8 o'clock this Friday in the meantime.
Time to chat footy with me, Keyzie. What are the Warriors up to?
Jeez, I feel like it's been ages since we played that sting. Feels like ages, Keyzie.
Yeah, it has been ages.
Yeah.
Has it been ages?
I think so.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, fellas, kick into it.
The Warriors are taking on the Tigers this Friday, 8 o'clock at Go Hard Media Stadium. Call
Yes,
now,
that's
0800
true.
Hodaki if you'd like a double pass. So for the Warriors, we've had a couple of injuries. Tane Tuopiki, who is our fullback, filling in for Chance Nikau Klukstar, who's injured. He is now out with a head knock, probably just for one game though. So for one game, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck has been named at fullback. But don't get
Excellent.
excited.
Oh.
Like, it's great. He will be back either on the wing, most likely, or if I think Marcelo's back at centre the following week.
Yeah, as the injuries continue, don't they? It's a pretty stellar backline we could put together with our injured players. Charles Nickel-Cogstadt, Montoya, Tuopiki, Pompey, Rocco Berry, Luke Metcalf, Sean Johnson. That's not a bad backline.
That's probably better than the back line we're rolling out.
Can I just put this to you seriously, fellas? I quite like the look of that Metcalf fella. He got injured early in the season, did he?
He did. He's been out for about 15 weeks or something
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, because he felt like he was coming good.
He was coming real good. And the thing that he does, which was complimenting Sean at the time, was he has a really great running game.
Yes.
So the defence will keep an eye on him whilst Sean directed traffic around. CHT and Tamari Martin can sort of do a similar thing, but Metcalf was a very dynamic runner. They've also got, as mentioned, Adam Pompey is out. Mm-hmm. So first choice goal kicker traditionally has been Sean Johnson. Second choice traditionally is Adam Pompey. Third, Tane Tuopiki. Fourth is Chanel Harris-Tavita, who missed those 3 kicks at the weekend.
I bet he's just gone, nah, not doing it.
Nah,
No,
I
he'll
don't
be
think
doing
so,
it.
man. I think he'll be doing it. He's a good kicker.
Yes.
He just had a shocker.
Yeah.
So I'd say he will be kicking goals for us.
Do you want to know? It's quite interesting. This is how bad of a shocker he had. He had such a shocker that everybody's, rather than going, oh man, you suck, everyone's gone, just leave him alone, man.
Yeah.
So it went past, that was a shocker to people just feeling sorry for him and being like, okay, we've got to get behind this guy because he's had a
Absolutely.
shocker.
And in fairness, he was cursed.
By me.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
That's right.
It's hardly
And so
his fault.
it's actually my fault.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but
So
the
if
Warriors.
you've got any grief and beef about it, text Keyzie now on 3483
Jase,
and let it be known.
Trust me, I've had plenty of that. Don't worry about it. The good thing is, though, the Warriors season, the top 8 hopes are still well and truly alive. We pretty much have to win every game from here on out. We've got a nice run for the next few rounds, so chalking up a few wins, including a big one over a weak Tigers side. Their backline, Mike, thanks to injuries, restings, and suspensions, has an average age of about 22.
Yeah.
The entire backline.
Yeah.
It is so young. Their best players are 18.
Yeah, but they might be the young guns that grab their opportunity
Yeah,
like
maybe.
the baby blacks that time.
Yeah, they may well. But yeah, just in terms of the team, did you do the full run through there, Keyzie? Tuivasa-Sheck, Watini Zelezniak, Leah Toa, Graham Telfer, Edward Cossey on a wing, CHT and Tamari Martin, Adam Fanua-Blake, Wade Egan, Mitchell Barnett, Marata Niakora, Capewell and Walker. Interchange the same as last week, Lusick, Ford, Tavanga and Leka Halasima. What's interesting about the reserves is Dimitri Sefakula has made the reserves.
So you think a late switch?
Well, it's the first time he's made the bench this year. He is an absolute weapon. He's been ripping it up in reserve grade, and I hope he makes his way on there because Lusick hasn't been getting used.
No, and we need 3 forwards on the bench. We've only got 2 currently, so that would be great. Anyway, time to give away that double pass. Monica.
Are you there, Monica?
Hello.
How are you
Yes,
going?
I am.
Yeah, good.
How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. I love your rugby league.
Yeah, I'm up the wires.
Yeah,
Yeah,
up the
good
wires.
stuff.
Well, I tell you what,
Haven't had that for a while.
you've won that double pass this week, this Friday. Enjoy it.
Thanks so much.
Who are you going to take with you?
Oh, I'm not sure. That's going to be a hard one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we'll hand you over to Pugs, and I'm sure you two will be able to work something out. Monica, congrats.
Thanks so much.
Good on you, mate.
So good.
What a backbone.
The Hodaki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Green Day there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is 4:39 now. Old Mogi and Pugsan went on a date last night to the movies. How was it, fellas?
Good, man.
I had a great time.
Mandate, eh?
Yeah, classic.
Yeah,
It was, well, what did you think, Pug Son? Because it was a bit of a premiere, wasn't it?
It was a premiere, and I don't get to go to many of those. And
So it was pretty special for you then, that taken along to a premiere to be shown off.
Oh no, it was just like a really good time. They had like free drinks and
They did.
lots of flashy. You know, they had a little dance floor too.
They had a D-Flow.
A
They
D-Flow,
D-Flow, they
little
did. They had a
photo wall
DJ. And
stuff,
that was pretty. It was probably the most full-on thing I've been to, premiere-wise, midweek.
You guys have a bit of...
And Deadpool versus Wolverine, we should say, as well.
You have a bit of a grind there, fellas, on the old dance floor there.
No, we got there pretty late, so we just got there. I grabbed a couple of cocktails.
I bet you
Got a
did.
cocktail for Pugsan.
They
Sure
were
you
themed.
did.
They were
And-
themed. They had a little sign in there. It was quite
They
yummy.
did.
Yeah, really
and
yummy.
then it was into the theatre. She was packed in there, man.
Full. I would say.
Rammed.
Was it the theatre that has the beds at the front?
Yeah, it was VMAX.
Oh, yeah.
VMAX. I don't know what the V stands for.
I think it's the extra large, but they've got the beds. You can
I
hire a
didn't see a
2-person
bed.
bed.
Oh, right.
We weren't.
We weren't on a bed.
No, we were
no.
on
no.
normal
You
seats.
guys up the back there in the dark there?
We were at the back because by the time we got in there, it was pretty full. So we trudged up the back, but we were surrounded. There's a lot of celebrities there, weren't there, Pugsan?
Quite a few influencer types.
Yeah,
and a few people I
Manaya was
recognise
there,
from-
of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
From the
Steve-
ACC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of Warriors were there.
Oh, yeah.
And we sat down there, and actually, they had popcorn on your seats.
Oh, yes, you had a
So
big,
it's
you
big-
had a big bucket of popcorn in your lap
a
there.
big box of popcorn each.
Did you help yourself there, Pugson,
actually,
to Mogi's big bucket of
Well, no,
popcorn?
I have my own one.
Oh, you had one on
yeah.
your crutch too. Yeah, okay.
Well,
But
Yeah.
Pugsy was actually very chivalrous, I thought, because I powered through my popcorn. You know what I'm like with the popcorn, Keyzie.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And I was looking around because I was looking for empty seats where there might be some more popcorn.
Yeah.
And next to us there was a woman. Was it sitting
Yeah.
next to you? There was a woman, and she had a spare seat. And Pugson leaned over and said, "Give me your popcorn." And so I got her popcorn. So
Well,
that was all good.
So what? Like Pugson staunched her out for you.
That's what. I mean,
Right.
yeah.
It was just, I had to be quiet, because we were in the movie. So I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
said, hey, is anybody
Right, and
coming
then-
to the seat?
There's something
And I'll-
very attractive about a man taking control too. You know what I mean?
Thanks, Jase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, so what, did you give him a lift home, or what was the deal?
He said, you can drop me anywhere. And
Yeah,
I said,
yes.
no, man, I'll drop you to your door. I'm not going to leave
Yeah,
you
'cause
out.
he's
I'm not
polite,
gonna-
right?
I'm not going to leave you out here just walking around. And what was funny about it was he's like, you can drop me anywhere. His house is 5 k's away.
Yeah, it's real close.
So it wasn't a walkable distance at that time of the night.
I would have walked it. I was very grateful to get the lift home.
Yeah,
man.
it was
It was really nice.
happy to do it for
Yeah.
you.
Did you like go in for coffee or
Going
anything?
for a
No, I was off home. Take
drink
mine, sir.
afterwards, just to sort of cap off the evening. Did you see him to the door, Mogi?
I'm getting a weird vibe out of this.
Well, no, I just wondered if you made sure that Pugs got to his door safely. And
Well, he pulled right up to the door, man.
I bet he
and
pulled
Pug's
right
to
up.
take care of himself, man. That's the great thing about Pug's
sure, sure.
He just pulled right up to the door, and I got out and said goodbye and thanks very much. And yeah, it was lovely.
I backed up his driveway.
Yeah. Because you were saying afterwards, you had to drive back again because a couple of boxes of his connies had slipped out of his back pocket there. Because you were wearing like denim shorts or something, and they were quite tight, and apparently they just popped out there. The little cut-offs on the denim shorts there. The old connies just fell out the back pocket there, and Mogi had to drive back there and drop them off. Back there, Pug's saying.
Totally. Oh, that was a tune, actually. This Pearl Jam is a good song.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Radio Hodaki. Would
Brace yourself.
you rather?
Bathurst 1000.
Yeah, let's get straight to it. G'day, Dan, you mad bastard. How's life?
Pretty good, thanks, guys. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. What do you do for a crust, Dan?
I sell engineering supplies.
Backbone. Now tell me, Dan, are you a league man or are you a petrol head?
Probably both, actually.
Right, okay,
What would you
fair
go
point.
for
What
then,
are you
Dan?
going to go for then, Dan?
It's a big call, but I'm going to have to go to NRL.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, good call,
thought
mate.
so.
I thought you were going to go there.
Yeah,
Actually, it was
yeah.
the vibe I was getting. I'll tell you what, Dan, we'll chuck you over to Pugson in Studio B and he'll look after you, all right?
Thanks, boys.
Good on you, mate.
Love you.
G'day, Jackson, you mad bastard. How's life?
Good, mate.
Yeah, good on you, mate. And what do you do in the beautiful Hawke's Bay?
I'm a painter.
Backbone.
Yeah, backbone. Like a artiste or a house painter, or what do you do?
Bit of house painting.
Yeah,
Nice, good on you,
total backbone
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Jackson, all right, mate. NRL or Bathurst?
NRL all day.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah,
Good on you, man.
That was the
Got
vibe I was
that vibe.
getting. I would have
Yeah,
said
yeah.
that if you had asked me. Stay on the line there, Jackson, and our good man Pugson in Studio B will look after you.
Love you,
you.
Jackson.
Love you,
Love
man.
you, man.
Hey, I love you.
Okay.
And finally, Geordie, a mad bastard. How's life?
Oh, good, boys. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. Hey, Geordie,
Love you, man.
love you, man.
Love you too, boys.
Thanks,
Yeah,
mate.
thanks, mate.
mate. Hey,
Not you,
Geordie.
Oh, that's all we've got time for, fellas, unfortunately.
Hey, Geordie, What do you do for a crust, mate?
I'm a chippy.
Oh, yeah.
You're
he
a
sounds very
chimney.
chippy.
He's a
Yeah,
chimney.
yeah.
Oh,
He's a chimney.
Chippy.
Okay.
So are you a chippy or a chimney, Geordie?
Chippy.
Oh, yeah. Backbone.
Yeah, massive backbone.
Yeah.
He's a massive backbone, eh, Keyzie?
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
I don't
He's
like
probably
him.
my favourite one. Hey, Geordie, I love you the most, man.
Love you, Mogi.
Cheers,
Hey,
man.
Geordie, if I had
Yeah.
my choice, I wouldn't even be having this competition. I'd just give it straight to you, man. Love you, man.
Oh, you can do that if you want.
What,
Yeah,
can you say
Jason.
you love me back? Otherwise, you're not going to do it.
See, this is what kind of guy Geordie is. He doesn't love
He's
you.
transactional, isn't he?
He wants the prize.
All right, mate. Hang on. Do you want the NRL or Bathurst?
NRL, please.
Yeah.
Okay, mate.
backbone,
Good
yeah,
on you,
thought
mate.
so.
Stay on the
Got
line.
that vibe,
and
yeah.
Hudson and Studio B will look after you, all right? Yeah, thanks, mate.
Hey, Jase,
Look, yeah, love you, man.
I love you,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Good stuff, man.
I love you, fellas.
I love you, Keyzie.
Yeah, I know you do.
You sick bastard.
Hey,
You're
would you
all right.
rather
all
see
right, mate.
Jace?
Would I rather see your meat patty
Patties.
nibbles?
Actually, that's funny you say that because would you rather see with your nipples or hear with your toenails?
See with my nipples.
Yeah.
Or
and in your
hear.
case, because you got the burnt meat patties, you'd be able to see a lot because they're giant.
So you'd have to go around, you'd have to be shirtless all the time, Keyzie. You going to be all right with that,
Or you
man?
can cut little holes in your
Could be
shirt.
pretty gross.
Here with my toenails. With my nails.
So you'd have to put your headphones on your feet. That's just stupid, Jace.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jase, Mike, and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yeah, welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope you're getting through Hump Day, tickety boo. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. You're getting fizzed up about the Olympics, Mogi?
Should you? I'm fizzing,
Stuff,
man.
man.
I'm fizzing.
Remember
Fizzing.
you and I used to, when we were at the Olympics, used to spy. Do they have to spy
Yeah.
on the opposition?
That's
How-
right.
That's what
How'd you
everyone
do it?
does. It. Wow, we'll get into that some other
You
time. but-
squint.
Yeah.
A good way to do it is to squint.
So you
Because then
just-
you can see a little bit further and no one knows where you're looking. Or sometimes I'd wear dark sunglasses, right? And I'd be pointing, say, straight ahead of me, but I move my eyes to the side.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Right.
And nobody's any the wiser.
And I'd put on a fake big nose.
I don't even want to spike that volleyball, because it's just such a sitter.
You know, one of those comedy noses.
Oh, fine, I'll do it. Aren't you already wearing one? Okay, fine, we've done it. We can move on.
What's coming up? We've got Graham Henry and Tawera Nikau coming in later on in the show.
That's right, to talk the new season of Match Fit.
Yes, looking
Oh,
forward to
nice,
that.
guys.
I've got a few questions I wouldn't mind asking, actually, fellas. So
Okay.
We'll see how you go, Keyzie.
Yeah.
be good to get them in. Another chance for you to potentially get yourself in the draw to go to either Bathurst or the NRL Grand Final. With Would You Rather, that's right, Mogi. And plenty of other really great stuff.
What else?
Huh?
Just as an example, I mean.
We've got tunes, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
This is a good one, Stone Temple Pilots
Yeah.
plush.
STP.
Yeah. Cool.
It says here, Mogi's got a good yarn.
Oh, it's true, I do. But I'm not telling you, losers.
Oh,
I'm saving it.
what for?
Got date night tonight, so.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jase, Mike, and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Radiohead there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is 14 minutes past 5 o'clock.
Fellas, I've decided something, and now that I'm in my 30s, there's certain things you want to achieve by the time you finish being on this earth, and one of those things I wanted to go back to study.
Wow.
So this week I signed up, and I'm officially going back to studying in about a month's time.
I have to admit, Keyzie, when you told me you were getting into midwifery, I thought, okay, I would never have picked that for you.
Why?
Lovely.
Well, I don't know. I just, of all the things that I thought you might do.
Like what? What did you think I might do?
Loves a bit of whiffery with that honker.
Yeah, well, I guess so. But midwifery was not on the list.
Yeah, Mogi can't do midwifery. He has to do full whiffery with that snoz.
Yeah.
So I'm going back to study, and I just want you guys to be aware of it because I might come in at times and I might be a wee bit tired from being up all night studying, or having my nose in a book
You know, and
Buried in a book.
And I tell you, I admire it, actually, because I think that's really good, Keyzie.
Just on that, Keyzie, when you are studying, you've got your nose in a book, I just reckon stand back a few feet and use some binoculars so your nose isn't in the way, man.
That's actually really handy. Thanks, Mogi. And Jase, if you could be more supportive like Mogi and give me some tips around studying and how to stay focused like that.
Yeah, well, as I say, I think midwifery is a big call, and I think that, you know, it's a very intimate and powerful time in someone's life, and it's a big responsibility delivering new life into the world. And, you know, obviously you're going to have to stand back from the mother a bit because of your massive honker when you're delivering the baby, but...
Lucky you've got those freakishly long arms.
That's true, actually. Yeah. And I just hope that none of the babies are born with Hoity J's honker. Otherwise, God, they'll be hard to pull out.
Yeah, it'll be a it's a breech birth, but it's just because the honker's in the wrong place.
Are we back?
This is degenerated into a honker chat.
I don't know how we got there, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I didn't realise honker jokes were back.
Well,
I'm happy they are.
It just sort of feels like maybe we could come back to this in another break and really get into it, because I don't think we've taken it seriously, Keyzie. I think it's to be admired that you're going to go back to school.
Yeah.
But you are going to look weird in the school uniform.
Why?
Well, because you're so old. And if you're going to go back to school, wandering around in the tight school uniform, and you got to
no, I'm not going to.
I mean, if you do go back to school and stuff, you're going to keep, you know, got the uniform. You're going to keep the mo.
Sorry, we need to. Am I doing a course in midwifery, or am I going back to school? We need to get our stories.
This is just an ideas break. Let's just see what we can throw against the wall.
Sure.
Right, okay.
But I'd like to come back and talk about that some more sometime.
Right, but not
necessarily today.
Thanks, fellas. That went exactly where I thought it was going to go.
Hey, Keyzie.
What?
Love you, man.
Yeah, love you too, man.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Yes, indeed, live there on the radio, Hodaki Big Show, and we've got two very special guests in the studio with us today. The one and only Sir Ted Graham Henry and Tawera Nikau. Fellas, how are you?
Outstanding, thank you.
You're looking very well. Have you been working out? Ted?
He done 10,000 steps today. 10K today.
Did he do 10K?
Yeah, I have done 10K today, but, you know, I did 10K 2 days ago. I've got an old man's walking group in Waiheke.
Oh.
You got to do it together.
Yes.
Otherwise, you know, you just feel obligated to be there. That's the key. Do it together.
Absolutely.
I actually lived over on Waiheke Island for 4 years, and during COVID I was regarded as a crucial part of the workforce, so I had to come over and do the radio show with Jase. And I'd often see you, Ted, you never said g'day to me, but you're always cutting the line to get on the ferry. Always cutting the line, I noticed.
That's bullshit, right? That's bullshit.
I'm telling you, man. Well, he used to come in here absolutely livid with you,
as
Ted.
a friendly guy, and you're into me already.
I tell you what happened was I was coming back, and it was one of those weekends where a billion people had been over on the island, so there was a queue that was going all the way back up the hill.
Oh, okay.
And you cut to the front, and it dawned on me. I was like, I think I'm allowed to go to the front of the line because of residence.
Yeah, local.
Because you're a local, yeah.
No,
So you actually
and,
cut a path for me.
And
Ted.
when you're over 75. You get free access, you know, and you get a gold card.
Yeah, right.
Free as well.
I got a couple of years to go.
Yeah.
All right, fellas.
I usually kayak over.
Well, of course you do.
Yeah.
Of course you do. Let's get down to business. Match fit. It's coming back. Rugby league versus rugby. And it's old players, isn't it? It's players that used to play the game and have now moved on. Tawera, you know, got a bit older.
Match fit's been great. We've got rugby versus rugby league. In terms of that, and we've got some of the boys played at the highest level, played for the Kiwis. Being on the show with Ted as the mentors for these boys, it gets pretty feisty and it gets pretty competitive.
Yeah, and the important thing about this is not so much the match, isn't it? It's more to do with men's health, because let's face it, fellas, we're shithouse when it comes to talking about our health. You know, I'm very much of the old school. You've got two perfect contrasts in the studio with you right now. I'm very old school, Ted, and I go, geez, I'm not feeling good. I'm feeling a bit crook. I'll just ignore that. Whereas Mogi gets the slightest niggle and he's off to the doctors to check it out. You know what I'm saying?
You need a bit of help, mate. You need a bit of help.
I know.
You need to watch the program.
Well, exactly, but
you're vulnerable.
I
you're
am
talking
vulnerable.
about it, but you're not doing anything about it, aren't you?
Well, that's right. But this is what this show is about. It's not
you
so
got to
much
do the
game.
physical. You do the physical.
Yes.
Have you ever listened? If you do the physical, then the mental comes right. You'll be okay. Like, you'll change your colour.
I'll have you know, Ted, I go to the gym every day, 180 bench press. So don't talk to me about physical. Now, listen, but wait. It's not just physical.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
It's also about mental health as well, isn't it?
There's a huge correlation between the mental and the physical.
Exactly.
Do the physical, you feel bloody good.
Yes.
And I've gone through that myself. You know, I had a bit of a mental challenge.
Yes.
When I was coaching the Welsh and the Lions. I don't know if you were born then, but, you know, when
I was born all right.
You were born then?
Yes, of course I was.
And so I got myself physically fit, and it fixed my head. Fixed me mentally. I was in good shape mentally. So there's a huge correlation between the physical exercise and the mental well-being.
Absolutely there is.
And the great thing about the show is that the boys share their stories. They share their vulnerability. They open up. They're telling about the challenges that they face with their health, their well-being, their mental and their physical well-being. But, you know, and the other great thing about the show, and Ted and I were really privileged to be able to mentor the guys and get them to open up. And it's amazing when you have grown men tearing up and crying about why they're doing this now, because, like you said, we're shithouse. We're terrible at going to the doctor or asking for help. You know, the only time we ask for help is when you're pissed. Hey, you know, when you're talking about
true enough, man. True enough.
I can't remember that, but the thing about this though is the guys are doing it together.
Yes.
Every day.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what we'll do, Ted. We'll just go to a tune here and we'll get back and keep the chat up.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Tenacious D there on the radio, Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon, and we're talking to Sir Ted, Graham, Henry and Tawera Nikau about the show that's coming to air today, Match Fit, which is rugby league versus rugby. Players that used to play back in the day, and now, you know.
So we've got a few names for you.
Yeah, can we have a chat about that?
Yeah,
because
well,
I'll bet, Ted, before you crack into it, mate, it feels to me like once again you've got a few ring-ins there, or at least one. Because I watch the Black Clash every year when you are involved in that. You stack your team there, and this time round I see you got Carlos Spencer involved, who's probably one of those ripped individuals on the planet. I went to school with him in Levin. He's been ripped since he was 14 years old. Is he not match fit already?
Yeah, but I wanted to win. Sometimes you've got to bring in that card, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, just on that front.
Winning's very important.
Tawera, give us some names.
Oh, yeah, we've got a couple of the league boys. We've got a couple of boys returning. Ali Latiti.
How good was he?
Yeah, the Michael Jordan of rugby. Les Via Nicolo. We've got a couple of guys in there that are returning. Henry Farfili comes back. And,
wicked.
We've got some good young fit guys in there, so we had to even the teams up.
Yes.
Yeah, good
So
stuff.
apart from Carlos Spencer, though, you know, we had Paul Miller. Who's Paul Miller?
It's you at halfback, though, isn't it?
Me at halfback.
Yeah.
Junior Tanu and Piri Whippu.
Oh, right.
Pitty's the third time back.
Yeah, I was going to say with Pitty,
Yeah, two fat halfbacks. big challenge. And they did bloody well. They were fantastic. Peter Alatini, who was in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
And we had Frank Bunce, who's older than me.
He must be in pretty good nick, though, is he?
He's another unit.
No,
he's
come on.
another unit.
How old are you?
I'm not telling. 43, Ted.
Yeah, I would have said 63, but that's but Frank's over 60, and now he's in this. You know,
is he seriously?
He's an inspiration. He's an inspiration. Yeah,
he's still outstanding, mate.
So no wonder we brought Spencer in when we got a granddad playing.
Yeah, but I'm still picking. He's in great shape, though.
He's a granddad.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. He's still in great shape.
You've got to watch the whole show because we come together at the end. And it's amazing.
Yeah, what's the go? To the end, do you actually have a game of some description? Is that the go?
Yep. We actually have a game, League versus Union, and we play against probably our biggest.
Are we allowed to say? Are we allowed to say?
Oh, we don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It was a World 15.
It was a World 15.
Hey!
Yeah, the best rugby league and rugby union players in the world, and our guys played against them.
Oh, how good.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
Well, I believe, just as a little incidental sideline here is a bit of trivia for you, Ted. You know how Carlos Spencer did the old Toffee Pop ads? Yeah. Remember that? Yeah. It's between me and him at the time, and he got the part.
I can't understand that. I can't understand that.
No, I'm not
serious. They decided to go with somebody hot in the end.
Yeah.
I've got a question as well. In that last game, Tawera, and I hate to bring it back to, to rugby league and the glory days there, but one of my lasting memories of you is you playing in a grand final for Melbourne. You had a second half for the ages which turned the game and won it for Melbourne. And I remember watching that game and being absolutely filthy because they gave the Clive Churchill to Brett Comorley, if my memory serves me correctly. I hope you stole it off him in the changing rooms.
Well, Noddy came back afterwards, mate, and he said to T, this is your medal. He offered it to give it
Did
to
he
him.
actually?
Yeah, I said, nah, keep it, mate. I was just glad we won the grand final.
He was felt embarrassed. It was a robbery.
But yes, he said that, but it is what it is, and I'm just glad to have won a grand final.
Yeah, man.
That's one of the best things you can ever do.
Now, the show starts tonight. 3 now.
Yeah.
7 p.m.
You can stream Match Fit now on 3 now, or watch at 7 p.m. on 3 tonight at 7 p.m.
Yeah, watch the show, guys. Bring it. It's a 6-week show.
On 3 tonight at 7 p.m.
6 weeks.
Don't miss it.
Don't miss it.
It'll be a bloody hit.
Chaps, thanks so much for coming in. And all the best. I'm sure it's going to go great guns.
Hey, privilege, guys. Thanks for having us. Really like that. And love Hodaki 8, don't we?
Oh, favourite station, has been for 100 years.
Good stuff, mate.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Bit of David Bowie there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show. I tell you what, Mogi, and fellas in general.
You could just say and Keyzie if you want.
I kind of like the idea of Pugsan coming in the studio to do the interviews.
Oh, yeah.
How did you feel about that? It was a good vibe.
Yeah. Yeah, it felt natural. Yeah. I'm good either way, to be honest with you.
Well,
Keyzie, I think you do a great job as well, man.
Same, but it was just something that I felt really comfortable having Pugsan there. Not that I'm not comfortable with you there, Keyzie, because geez, you do a good job, man.
Thanks, Jase.
Don't
clap me.
You are a valuable part of this team, Keyzie.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, good stuff. Now listen, coming up after 6 o'clock, a bit of improv.
Oh.
What's that?
Where Mogi comes up with some improv ideas, or you, the audience, can send them through on 3483, and you and I do a bit of improv, Keyzie.
Oh, like acting?
Yeah, acting improv.
Yeah.
Also, What's on the TV with Mike Minogue?
What's that?
It's where Mike talks about what he saw on the telly the night
Everybody
before.
knows what that is, man.
Come on, man.
True that. More coming up after 6. Can't wait.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jase, Mike, and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day.
$4.50, Jase.
Yes.
And the rest of the fellas. That's how cheap it is to get barista-made coffee at Night and Day.
That's pretty good.
It is good. It's really good. So you should swing in there and get some.
As we've talked about ad infinitum, the cost of coffee is really getting deep inside my goat at the moment.
I'd like to get an expert on the show to talk about that.
Yeah, so would I.
Yeah,
$7? I don't think so. $7?
Just drink instant coffee like I do.
Yeah, I'm not a Philistine, Keyzie.
Don't.
Why don't you go without, Jase?
That's backbone stuff.
That's just being stupid.
Yeah, you don't want to go without, do you?
Yeah,
When you
exactly.
could complain about it instead.
Are you saying that everyone that drinks instant coffee is a Philistine?
No, just you. Given the company that you keep, two backbones and Mogi and Hoodie J, who like quality coffee, it's letting the team down.
Right, it just seems like you're calling everyone that drinks instant coffee a
I'd
Philistine.
never do that, Keyzie.
Right.
Hey, we also do a podcast outro, which is a podcast we do outside of the radio show every single day. And I'll give you a little thing here that you might not know. We do it before we do the radio show.
That's true.
So it's kind of a warm-up in a way. Often it tends to be a bit more R18.
You can tell that we did it before the show because at times like this, every single night in the show, we play a clip from that podcast.
Yeah, that's true.
So it would be tough to play it.
Yeah, so recording this after the show and then somehow having it at sort of just after 6.
Yeah.
It'd be very tough, Jase.
Be cool, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be cool. Here's what we're talking about in the future on our podcast outro today.
It's wear and tear on a floor, brother. And if it's not, let's have a yarn about it. Let's get it sorted. Just move on in with our lives.
Our house, right? We just got the floors.
Our house.
Sit silent for 5 minutes. Straight away coming in. Our house is a new thing, apparently.
Having a little chit-chat there, weren't we, about the landlord that won't pay my bond back.
Yes.
But also won't discuss any solutions. And I'm loving it.
Yeah, and then I was quiet for a long time. Then I said to try and tell a story about my house, and then
house!
Jase
decided to yell that. But hey, that's out tonight at 7:30, along with a best of bloody edit down of our daily radio show. You should check it out.
Best of edit down.
That's the one.
Definitely check out the best of edit down.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Pennywise there on the radio Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday evening. It's time for a bit of Big Show improv.
It's pretty exciting. Keyzie, of course, you had your first audition today, didn't you, mate?
That's right.
You come in here, you said you just don't want to talk about it on the show, and that's fine. I can respect that when you have your there's auditions all the way throughout your career where they can just be absolute shockers, and you're obviously pretty embarrassed about yours. So we thought, rather than dwelling on the mozza that you had, we could just do a bit more training, launch into a bit more training.
Right.
So what better way than to do an improv, which is where we come up with a theme there, and you and Jase are going to run the scene. You get to, work a scene with one of New Zealand's top actors.
Yeah. People have texted through some ideas on 3483. A good one's come through, which is very relevant to our show today, actually.
It is. I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
And that is the landlord. You want to get your bond back, Keyzie.
Right.
And you're going to have a chat. And the landlord doesn't want to give you your bond back, and you're going to have to talk him around.
Right, okay, I can do that.
Okay.
So we're improvising?
Yep. And we'll just let you guys come up with everything. I might throw some things in there every now and again just to spice things up a little bit.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
Just
So I'm the landlord, and
you're the
Keezy's
landlord,
trying to get his
and you
bond
have
back.
to come up with the reasons why, what state the house is and all that sort of thing. But
okay.
This is a mediation, but you've been asked to work it out first. Okay.
All right.
And action.
Hey, as you can see, we've done a pretty good job over the last week. We've sort of cleaned the place up quite nice, don't you think? It looks quite good.
Did you get commercial cleaners in here? Doesn't look like it.
No, we didn't get commercial just because they were so expensive, but we hired like one of those carpet cleaning things from the supermarket.
Well, why would you do that? We don't have carpet.
Oh, okay, so that explains why it wasn't working very well on the vinyl there.
What I want to talk to you about, though, is all these what will you call them, dents in the floor here. What's going on? Have you been doing weightlifting or something here? Looks like you've been doing weights.
Oh, okay, look.
Because look, they're bloody everywhere. There's no way I'm giving you your bond back.
Right.
Hoodie J starts sweating profusely, and it's noticeable.
These weren't here when I actually rented this out here.
Okay,
so I'm going to have to take my top off here. I'm a little bit hot, a little bit fired up. I'm going to take my top.
Yeah, just
I'm just going to drop the trowel here because she's a bit sweaty.
Hoodie J faints.
Oh, wow. Are you far out?
He's clearly not breathing, and Keyzie has to perform CPR.
Oh, man, I can't remember my training. That's right, CPR, so you do it to the rhythm of Staying Alive. Staying alive. Oh, my God, he's dead. Guys, I think he's dead. Guys, I mean, it looked like he was going to die any second, but he's done it. He's died.
Keep pumping, youngster.
Oh, my God, he's alive. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Keep pumping, youngster.
No, well, let's say, if you're alive, I should probably just stop pumping, don't you think?
No, keep pumping.
I recall a scene there.
Okay.
You have definitely a few work-ons.
Well,
I wasn't happy with my performance, I'll be fair.
Yeah. I wasn't happy with his either. And I felt it's quite tough to do a scene when one of the people dies halfway through it.
Oh, but he wasn't dead. He was pretending.
I was pretending.
Right. He was playing possum so that you would put your hands on him, you sick bastard.
And the crazy and the other thing is, Keyzie, they couldn't visually see it, and I was lying on my tummy when you were pumping me.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Skid Row there on the radio Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday evening. Let's get into a bit of TV/movie chat. What's on the telly with Mike Minogue?
Hey, guys. I went and saw a movie last night.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Deadpool versus Wolverine. I think it's versus. It was good, man.
And Wolverine.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Because they're kind of buds. They end up being buds.
Like, spoiler.
But it's for a Marvel movie, and I should say this up front, is that over time it became clear to me that I don't like Marvel movies. You know, all these Marvel movies would come out and I'd go to it and I'd be like, man, it's like 3.5 hours long and it sucks. And it would make, $2 billion at the box office. And then I realised, it's not for me, so I've got to stop going to them because I'm never going to like them. But there's some I like. But this one last night was 2 hours and 7 minutes. It was still half an hour too long. Even Pug's son agreed with me on that one, and he was like, I thought it was going to end like 3 times. So you know how they do that?
Yes.
But heaps of funny stuff in it. I like the way that it's R18. It takes the piss out of superhero movies. It also breaks the fourth wall and talks about things that happen in the real world. Heaps of amazing cameos, great action scenes. It's about as good as one of those movies can be. And I would say that the reason it really works is because Hugh Jackman is a fantastic actor. Like, if you can play a superhero and ground it and make it believable, that's quite an achievement, I think. And I just think he makes a world of difference here. Whereas I think Ryan Reynolds is a bit of a ham.
Sure.
Whoa.
It's interesting. I'm amazed you could remember any of the movies since you spent so much of your time hooking into Pug's son.
Yeah. I had one eye on it, my good eye.
I watched House of the Dragon last night, and I'm pretty much done with it.
Why do you keep watching it?
Well, because I keep...
Why?
The issue that I have with it is it just doesn't progress.
Yeah.
It's just people sitting in castles going, there, and they might join us. Oh, but we must go to the Riverlands, and they might join us.
But I tell you what,
there's just nothing going on. It's tedious.
But what happens in the TV show reminds me of your review of the TV show, which never changes either. Because the same thing happens.
Ever changes. It's doing my head.
The positive about this, Jase, is I've told my wife about it, and we're not even going to bother.
Yes, good on you, mate. Well, and funnily enough, my daughter's with us at the moment from Australia, and she really loves it.
Right.
So, horses for courses. Sorry, Keyzie, we ran out of time for Country Calendar.
I watched season 2 of Colin from Accounts is out on TVNZ Plus. Aussie comedy.
How was it?
Season 2, first 2 episodes, funnier than the first season.
Right.
Great.
Because if you remember the first season, Keyzie, funny first couple of episodes,
And then fizzled
absolutely
out.
fell off a cliff.
First
that
2
show.
seasons, first 2 episodes, season 2, which are out now, hilarious.
Great.
So hopefully it's good. Episode 3's out today, actually.
That's so cool.
Oh, who's this, Jase? Is it Tune?
That is so
Jase.
cool, Keys.
Who is this? People might not...
Because,
Jase,
people
will think you don't know the name of this band.
Even though you've heard it a million times.
Jase,
think...
What?
Bit of Kings.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed. Blink 182 there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening. Now, very exciting news, fellas. The Backbone Brew is being made by the fellas at Hop Federation down in Nelson. They're beautiful Nelson. And we were going to pop down there last week, but then our flight got cancelled. But we are going to go down there to see how the brew's going. Speaking of which, we've got Simon on the line from Hop Federation. Simon, you mad bastard, how's life?
Not too bad, mate. Not too bad at all.
Good stuff, mate. Very excited about this Backbone Brew that you're putting together. How's it going? How's it looking? How's it smelling? How's it tasting?
It's looking bloody good, actually. Really happy with it. Smelling good. It's fermenting away nicely at the moment. We've just actually chucked a bit more hop into the fermenter about half an hour ago just to bring up a bit more of those beautiful flavours and smells. So, yeah, pretty happy.
Bloody beauty. And what kind of, when you say brew, that's a pretty broad sort of a category we're operating in there. Can you narrow it down for us at all, man?
Yeah, well, after obviously our discussion, we decided to go with a Pilsner.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, Pilly.
Yeah. Nice little cheeky pills in the sunshine. Down here in Nelson. So
yeah, beautiful.
5%, I reckon.
Nice.
See, that's good stuff. G'day, Simon from Hop Federation. Keyzie here, mate. Hope you're well. We were supposed to come down last week, but the fog obviously cancelled the flight. We were going to get the ball rolling on the brew. You guys have had to pick up on that. Did you get our ingredients that we wanted in there? Jace wanted, I think it was cigarette ash or something.
Oh, and tobacco. And some lemon zest.
And lemon zest. Mike, you wanted tofu in there, didn't you?
A little bit of tofu.
Yeah. And I wanted some pork mince in there. Did you manage to squeeze all those in?
Sounds like we nailed it. Yeah, I finished my rollie and then you just kind of flipped that in there and
sweet.
Away we went. And but
beautiful.
Decided to go with something a little bit cleaner, I reckon.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that sounds good actually, mate.
Something a bit more enjoyable.
Yeah, bloody ripper. So,
yeah.
So you guys,
see you though.
Hop Federation is going to be down at Beer Varna in Wellington later in August, as are we 23rd and 24th of August. In terms of all you brewers getting together, man, is Beer Varna like your Christmas?
Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty much the only time of the year that we all have a few beers, talk shit about the brewing world and everything else going on. So, yeah, it's always good fun to catch up with everyone down there.
I tell you what, actually, when we were down there last time and we were talking to a few of the brewers, you've been going through some pretty tough times. How's it going now? Has the market sort of turned up a little bit? Is it a little bit easier for you fellas?
Nah, to be honest, I mean, good old dry July. Dry July doesn't help.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Winter time, yeah, and then, you put winter in there as well.
Yeah.
Those two things going on at the same time makes it a little bit difficult, but you have another beer and you kind of think about what's going on, and hopefully everyone else is kind of doing the same.
Well, Keezie's doing his best to keep the entire industry afloat. The only thing that he struggles with is brewers droop. Have you got any cures for that, man?
I don't know about that yet. Nah, still working on it. Maybe we can put that into the beer.
Good on you.
Put what into it? Okay.
Hey, I tell you what, Simon, great to talk to you, mate, and hopefully we'll catch up with you soon and see how the brew's going, eh?
Too good. Sounds like excellent.
Good
Bloody
on you,
ripper.
mate.
That's Simon from Hop Federation, and the Backbone Brew is going to be officially ready for tastings at Beer Varna. If you are keen to get not only free tickets for you and a mate, but also flights and accommodation, go to hodaki.co.nz right now. Enter, and you could be seeing us and Simon down there, and you could be tasting the Backbone Brew 23rd, 24th of August, thanks to Liquorland.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Well, there you go, you mad bastards. Wednesday, eh?
Hump day.
People call it a hump day.
A
I
hump,
don't.
a hump, a
I love
burn
it
of
Wednesday. Mogi, what's the tea tonight?
Don't know actually. The wife there will be doing something. We're going to have a special night tonight. It'll be date night.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those nights where I sit her down and I make her watch the TV show that I'm in, otherwise she won't watch it.
2 date nights in a row.
Yeah, this time with my wife. So
Yeah,
Time
yeah.
Bandits is out tonight on Apple TV. You guys will be watching it, of course. You'll be loving that.
I've never heard of it.
No, I know.
No, Apple TV.
And what else was interesting about that? Oh, I talked to my wife about Madam.
Yes.
And I said, you haven't watched that episode
So
that
that's
I'm in.
the TV show Mike's in episode 3 on TV3.
And she said, I don't want to see you doing a sex scene.
Oh, because he's jealous.
Because I'm jealous.
No, because
I guess so.
she'll be jealous of you.
That's what I said. I said, why? Is that because it, makes you jealous? And she said, no, it just grosses me out.
Yeah.
Did you say you're not really doing a sex scene?
No, I said I really was.
Ah.
Yeah. Well, Mogi's a method too. You got to remember, he's a method actor.
But so she gets grossed out at the thought of you doing a sex scene.
Of me having sex just grosses her out.
What are you up to, Keyzie?
Tonight, my wife and I are having a date night.
My wife?
God, everyone's shagging all over the place at the
No,
moment.
we're having a date
It's date night, which is quite different.
Well, okay, well, it's different in my household then.
When's the last time you had a date night?
None of your business, man.
Whoa, someone's upset about that because he hasn't had date night recently.
Somebody needs to get a date going.
Yeah,
None of
I
your
reckon.
business, man.
God, someone's all pent up.
Someone's got blue dates.
But yeah, I've got date night. What do you got tonight, Jase?
Well, what does that entail?
What? None of your business.
Bit of the old...
No, we'll probably watch, actually, latest episode of Colin from Accounts.
Oh, yeah. You guys should watch Time Bandits.
And then, yeah, we'll watch Time Bandits because Mike's in it. You know? What are you doing tonight? Actually, Jase, we've run out of time. You need to wrap it up real quick.
Well, my daughter's over from Australia, so thinking that no one knows really what's for dinner tonight, so I'd probably Uber eat it.
Thanks
See
for
you
listening.
tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.
See ya, bye.